global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. We're taking a walk away from River State to Lagos State, and don't forget that something very interesting had happened in Lagos State. It has to do with the person of the Speaker of the House of Assembly. He was impeached precisely on the 13th day of January 2025, and the impeachment was over alleged misconduct and financial misappropriation, and unfortunately that has caused deep division within the Lagos APC, with some leaders opposing his removal. However, there's a fresh development that has come up in respect to it. We're going to first give you info from the Governance Advisory Council of the All Progressive Congress in Lagos State. The GAC is actually the highest decision-making organ of the APC, and its lifetime patron is actually President Bola Tinubu, and the council presently is led by Tajuddin Olusi, and there had been a lot of info coming from them, considering the fact that there had been myriads of meetings, and one of the info that we have received, which is traceable to an APC chieftain, is the fact that the GAC members, based on the directive of Mr. President Bola Tinubu, have to step in to save the party from sliding into impulsion. And one of their members says, "I can tell you on good authority that there is no rancor or division among the GAC members. As I speak with you, several underhanded meetings are going on among the members to resolve the issues amicably. The GAC members are on the same page to settle the clashes in the family affair. Members say there are conflict resolution mechanism in the party to handle such matters, because it has become expedient to save the party from impulsion, from polarization, going by some statement already flying in the public space within the party ranks." Then, talking on the plan to suspend Obase and subject to probe, this was what he said. He said, "I don't think that would happen. APC, as I told you earlier, has a conflict resolution mechanism that will handle it accordingly. That I must say for now." But then there's a latest development, and that latest development has to do with the possible involvement even of Bola Tinubu to restoring Obasa back as the Lagos State Speaker of the House of House of Assembly. Though there's some conditions that have been pointed out. We're going to look at that right now. Our information have it that Bola Tinubu has decided to step into the case, and that he has intensified effort and put pressure on members of the Lagos State House of Assembly to reinstate Mudashiru Obasa as Speaker just 3 weeks after his impeachment. And according to an insider, Tinubu urged lawmakers over the weekend to consider allowing Obasa to return, citing potential political repercussion of the 40 members Lagos Assembly. All but 2 belongs to the ruling All Progressive Congress. In other words, All Progressive Congress have about 38 members. The other 2 are in the opposition. Now, the senior Lagos politician who attended meeting over the weekend disclosed to People's Gazette that the president has sent instructions that we should start preparing to let him come back. He said Obasa will spend only a short time before resigning on his own terms. Another source also opened up. He says that we have agreed to let him return to give him a soft landing, because the political consequences of allowing this matter to drag are too severe. However, some lawmakers remain uneasy about the decision, especially those involved in his impeachment on January 13. I was expecting that one of the legislators has this to say. That's one of the lawmakers had this to say. He says, "Bringing him back will be like trying to pacify a snake after its head was severed. Its venom will be super deadly." I think I stand with him. Crucial meeting is scheduled for Monday in Abuja, where lawmakers yet to align with Tinubu's directive are expected to be convinced. A senior political operative noted this, and many of us have agreed to let him return, but we cannot predict how this fight may ultimately end. Wow, this is quite serious, I must say. And the situation is not what most Nigerians had believed it will end this way. But however, sources have also revealed, according to Gazette, that initially that he needed to collect his personal belongings, but he had refused to leave since then. Madam Speaker has been too afraid to forcefully take over the lodge. That's talking about the lodge that he was staying in. He was meant to, vacate the lodge, but he had refused to vacate the official speaker's residence. And the woman speaker too is even scared to go in. Now, some had also reflected on the role of the First Lady Remi Tinubu. Some days ago, we heard that Remi Tinubu allegedly prevented his arrest by the EFCC, but it still remains unclear what influence the First Lady Remi Tinubu had on her husband's decision to push for Obase's reinstatement. However, her intervention reportedly stopped the EFCC from arresting Obase, though she did not oppose a corruption probe into his handling of public funds. Tinubu backing of Obase is expected to deepen political division within Lagos. However, sources say lawmakers are reluctant to oppose the president, given his firm grip on Lagos politics. A lawmaker expressed frustration. According to him, this is what he said. He said, "Some of us are angry that the president has chosen to humiliate us like this, but no one wants to challenge him openly." Sources indicated that Obase made Governor Babashide Sanwo-Olu in Marina on Saturday to finalize his return as speaker, which could happen as early as next week. An aide to the governor confirmed the meeting but declined to provide details. When contacted, a presidential spokesperson denied knowledge of any directive from Tinubu regarding Obase's reinstatement. Both Obase and Speaker Mirinda declined to comment on the matter. Wahala, a serious one, and my colleague is in the house. I mean, this kind of situation is one that cannot be easily predicted, considering some affiliations and possibly may have existed before now, and the level of influence that Obase may have in his constituency. What's your take on his possible return? Because all of this is still allegedly. So, what do you think may happen?
Let's assume that all they said here is true. We're assuming, because all of this is on hush-hush notes. I wouldn't want to be in the shoes of those who impeached him. There's some things that is not nice to experience. Hear it from far. Like that guy said, just like pacifying a snake that was seriously injured. Yeah. Even if it's to his stems, even if they say you'll be a speaker for just 24 hours, he will do a fine job without 24 hours. Even if they say, okay, you will resign, but you'll be a speaker for just 24 hours. You see all those names. Whoa, Magana Yakari, they will feel this impact. And this is Obase that have been a speaker since
for more than 10 years.
For a long time.
Yeah, and his imprint on the sands of Lagos politics is not really a good one. You understand? So many talks from especially the lawmakers, they say the operation was not a small one. Now they're returning him back. Come on.
When you see people from the top intervening in a case like someone who have shown some level of impunity at some point or the other, and you see people at the top still saying, allow him, I can tell you when it comes to rugged politics in Lagos, he's probably one of those behind it. And such a very sensitive person must not be allowed to slip away into the opposition.
Because I heard that Labour Party, PDP, and all the opposition were trying to woo him to come to their own party.
With all of this secret?
Yeah, with all of this, they still wanted him to come. Possibly he wields so much strength politically. That's why they were really looking out for him.
That's the same ambassador that stood Sanwo-Olu. Stood him up for 5
hours.
Solid hours.
No apologies.
And when he came in, yes, as if nothing happened. Yeah, you're a governor, I'm a speaker. Lori Ikene.
Jesus.
Do you understand? And someone who could not believe his news, and he could not react because we all have our roles we are playing in Lagos State.
And according to the information made available, say they met in Marina, though both of them refused to give more details to it because possibly the media outlet have put a call across to know what will happen. But then I must say that Obase may have been someone well known for his strength in Lagos politics. And I feel that even come 2027, with if this kind of thing happen, he may likely want to come back. Though they say there is a particular body that controls politics, APC in Lagos State, that they call them, I think, GSC, the Governing Advisory Council, and they are fully on top of the business. But then, based on how they have painted the issue, they don't even want him to appear before the EFCC. I think that's the reason why they want to restore him back and let him correct all the things he should correct and then go back again. But I don't think that is possible.
But I do know one thing. No matter what, everybody still needs him. You may not like his high-handedness, but his benefits are very strong. So 2027, there will be a lot of second-term bids, especially for the president. We need strong men around. We don't need the boys. And we don't need such strong men going to the opposition because everybody is holding their strong men very strongly. Well, however,
that's where we like to leave it.